Hi everyone, I'm trying something new just to see if I can get this to go into my Facebook group as well. So don't mind me while I set it up. I know it takes a couple minutes for you to find the feed anyway, but hopefully we can figure this out. Every week I'm trying to make this work. Let's see. And then I'll do a little bit of, okay, I think I've got it in my group too now. So let's see what I can go over to my regular stamping table. I hope this works. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, I think my sound disappeared for a second there. Okay, we've got that going. I have this sort of love-hate relationship with technology. Every time it doesn't quite, I don't know. I've learned so many things from being a demonstrator and trying things. So I'm trying something new today just to see, because last time it's been hard the past few weeks since Facebook made some changes. I wasn't able to kind of get it into my Facebook group as well. And I know lots of people like to watch there. So, hi, Maureen. Okay. So now I have to hook up my phone. Yep. Keep jumping in and saying hello. Tell me what you did this weekend. This past weekend, I was in Ottawa and for work. I was doing an event out there. And then I had to like drive in. Hang on, let's see whether we can get this. Oh, hold on a minute. Okay, my plan didn't work. Hang on. Let's see whether we can remove this. Oh, I may have to start all over. This is all very scary. That's what I get for trying something new. Hang on. How do I do this? Oh, I may have to leave this. Oh, this may not work. That's what I get for trying something new. I thought it would be so easy, but it's not. It's not easy. Oh, here. This may help me here. Sorry, guys. I wish I was smarter at this than I am. Give me a minute. Keep tell. Oh, Lisa, hi. Yes, you were there in person in Ottawa. That's good. Oh, hallelujah. Okay, I think we've got it now. That's okay. Great. Okay, now we can get started. Welcome, friends, to my regular Tuesday morning video. As I said, I was away this weekend, but I just got back last night, and I had a really good night's sleep last night. Oh, thank you, Lisa, for confirming, because I have been having so much trouble with kind of streaming my lives into my Facebook group. And then now I've just gotten this big notice from my streaming software that I'm going to get cut off from Facebook. So I'm not sure, but it looks like I'm live today. Hopefully it's also live in my YouTube channel. So anyway, technology, love-hate relationship. We won't go over it anymore. I think I got it figured out this morning. So I'm glad you're here. I've got a lot to share with you. I'm actually excited about the project I'm going to share with you. But before I dive into our project today, I want to make sure you know that I know I've been talking about it for like 3 weeks, that I want to set up a fundraiser for our missions team at church. We're going to do some service work up in Northern Ontario. Those of you who have hung around with me for a bit, you know, it's kind of like a, an organization that I like to support and I like to serve there just because I really believe they're making a difference in for Indigenous families up north. And I can't be there full time helping, but I can do what I can. And so we have a team from our church going up to help with play days in social housing units. And so we're needing to fundraise our missions team. And so why not do another card making fundraiser? So all the details should be in the description. Oh, and I didn't add it to my link tree, but if you're on my email newsletter list, it's in the email I sent today. I will add it to my link tree, but otherwise you can just message me, shoot me a message, and I'll tell you all the details. But basically what it is I've chosen 4 kits, and we're calling it Supper and Stamping. So if you live anywhere within driving distance of Markham, on the last Thursday in June, which I believe is the 27th of June at 6:30, come on over to the church. Our team will be volunteering to make supper and serve supper to you, and then we'll do some fun card making. So you just have to pick which card making kit you'd like, and the proceeds of your registration fee. I mean, I've donated, I'm going to pay the shipping and handling on the kits. So um, basically the extra cost is just a straight donation to the cause once the kits are paid for, and we will have supper and stamp together. This is the perfect activity, girlfriend's night. Bring a friend, come and do it. If you don't live within local driving distance, we'd still love your support, and you can just fill out the form. The link should be in the description, and just say you want the ticket to go, and I'll make sure that you get your kit. Okay, so that is that. If you have any questions about it, let me know. Please share with your friends. Please share with your community this fundraiser. We'd love to raise as much as we can to support our missions team as we go up to serve and support Indigenous families up north. Okay, so that is the biggest announcement. Well, the second biggest announcement is that the end of the month draws near. That means the amazing starter kit promotion, where you can get the 5 in color ink pads and matching designer series paper and coordinating cardstock and the Stampin' Right markers for the in colors added onto your starter kit free. That ends May the 31st. So I would love to welcome you to my team. And my focus for my team is really in terms of building community and connecting and having a safe space where we can be our happy, crafty selves and fall in love with crafty things. So I would love to have you join. So last call, we are down to the final days. If you want some VIP support in terms of understanding, if you have any questions about joining my team, you're welcome to join and be a happy shopper yourself and enjoy the discount. You're also welcome to take advantage of all the other perks of being a demonstrator, such as the pre-order, being first to see new catalogs, the chance to earn money, the chance to grow a team, so many different things. Don't be shy to ask me. Okay, so let's dive into our project today. Go ahead and tell me. Many of you should know by now because we are into the 4th week of our feature product this month, which is the paper butterflies. So let's bring my table to the stage. Okay, hopefully that's big enough for you to see. No, it feels a little crooked there. Is that a bit better? Okay, so let's get started. Do you guys remember? I love taking a product and showcasing it each month. So this month in May, it's been the paper butterflies. I love how you get so many in a package. So if you're doing some shopping, add it to your order for sure, because these accents, there's so many ways to use them. You can use them just as you are as a focal point on a card, just like this one. This was the first card we made this month. Or you can use the outline. This one's been cut off, but you can use the outline and blending brush and mask. So that's how we got that pink color underneath. And then I just put the detailed butterfly on top for this card. So that's another way to use it. And then last week, again, I just showed how it could be just an additional accent on a card. And I showed this card doesn't even have any stamping. It's a gatefold card here. Oh, I don't have I think last week I even put a strip of the designer series paper. Oh my gosh, this Mediterranean Blooms designer series paper will be so gorgeous. So, so gorgeous. Um, Let me put the belly band back on. Let me show you that paper again in case you missed it last week. Oh, Maureen has a question. Um, of course, I can't find it. Here it is. Okay, I just wanted to show you this paper, then I'll answer your question, Maureen. Not that I really have an answer. Okay, so hang on. So I feel like one side is bright, cheerful, zesty. This whole suite, I am in love, 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 because this suite also has coordinating dies um, and stamp set, and there's a die that makes like a gorgeous frame. So one side has sort of these blue tones, but the other side is sort of bright, cheerful, citrus. Oh my gosh, so nice. Okay, Maureen is asking when the glass mat will be available. So my understanding, this glass mat, for those of you that missed out, this glass mat was a special joining offer last year sometime. I feel like it was in October. I'm not sure. And so demonstrators had the opportunity to pre-order it as a way to promote the joining special. So it was an exclusive product that was offered to people who joined in a specific month. So I don't know. I do not think that they will be offering it as a general product. They may offer it again just for demonstrators because it was created as a demonstrator join offer, so it may be offered again to purchase for demonstrators, okay, as sort of like a business tool or just, a special perk. As I said, being a demonstrator has its perks. So, Maureen, keep an eye. I know, Maureen, you are a demonstrator. I'm fairly certain you're on the Team Stick Girls. So, you can keep an eye always on our demonstrator back office on the current updates and never miss checking those because there could be announcements such as that special product that's available for demonstrators to order. Okay, hope that answers your question. Good morning, everybody. Okay, so let's dive into this week's card. This is a little bit of a different card. Sometimes I love sweet and simple, and sometimes I like to play around a little bit. So this was one of those playing around cards. I love to hear what you do when you play around. Do you sort of add more color? Do you, use more die cuts? So this, I don't know. I wanted to play with color, but I wanted to play with die cuts, and I wanted to play with the gorgeous designer series paper. This was one that I showed on May the 1st as one of my favorite new catalog products, the Thoughtful Journey. I don't know if you noticed, but all month when I was doing the sentiments on these cards, they all came from the Thoughtful Wishes stamp set. So I'm kind of continuing to use this stamp set for today's card. Let's make the card base. So that's easy to start with. I'm going to be crafting it from start to finish. So that way you can see every step as I go along. And for those of you that placed a minimum $60 order with me last month on my online store, you will have received the class package for this card. And so if you choose to place an order with me this month, the month of May, and your order is at least $60, and you shop online and use this month's host code, which I'll put on the screen there, then you will get a class packet next month with all the cards that I will be showing next month in June. So it's like a pre-cut card kit. It's like a class in the mail that you can enjoy. Okay, absolutely free as a thank you for your support. Okay, so we've got our card base. Oh, I should have put that away. So I like to use basic white thick for my card base and then do the layer in just regular basic white. I just feel like the thick gives it a little extra sturdiness when it's standing. And I'm going to go maybe about half an inch or so. So let me see. Let's see. And then 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, and that'll be our layer on top. And since I want to show off this paper, I was thinking, oh, it might be fun. I told you I was just playing. I encourage you all to play with the stuff that you buy. And I was like, oh, it would be fun to almost have this like peeking through. So I thought I'd create like a little window. And so I'm just going to use the nested, they're called nested essential dies, to create a little window here. Okay. Let me get my cut and emboss machine. Cut that out. Since I'm getting my cut and emboss machine, maybe I'll do the other things I need cutting at the same time. So let's see, is this long enough? I'm going to use this thistle plant. And pop that on there. Okay, I'm going to die cut it out. That's why I'm not worried that it's... my craft room really needs to be cleaned up. Okay, so putting it on block E here. And what I'm going to do is I actually want different colors here. So I am going to use our Stampin' Right markers, and I'm going to use Petunia Pop for the thistle portion. Okay, let's see, there's Petunia Pop. And then maybe I'll use like, I don't know, Old Olive or Granny Apple Green. Let's see, which kind of green is in this? Lost Lagoon, Peach Pie. You know what? Mossy Meadow. Let's try Mossy Meadow. Where's my Mossy Meadow? Okay, and so I'm using the regular Stampin' Right markers, and I am going to ink up the stamp that way. Okay, so I'm trying to do the thistles in the Petunia Pop. And then I'll do the rest of the greenery with the Mossy Meadow. Let's give it a try. Okay, so. Okay. And so this is a fun way to add 2 colors. You could even do more than 2 colors onto your stamp. Okay, image. And so some of you might be concerned that my Petunia Pop ink is drying while I'm taking all this time to color the other parts. I'm concerned about it too. So I may just, I think it'll be okay, but I'm just gonna re-wet it. But what you can do is actually do a huff. So I'll show you how I huff. It's very sexy. You just do some heavy breathing on it. So I don't know. I'm past the age of a lot of heavy breathing, but I just take it and so you can see I've colored it up with the markers, and then I just put some kind of warm breath on it just to kind of reactivate it. And there we go. There, oh, I missed coloring that. Anyway, obviously I missed a tiny bit of the stem there, but I'm not gonna let that bother me. Okay, so that's fun with our Stampin' Right markers, right? Okay, so we're gonna cut that out. I think those are all the pieces we need to cut out. So let's get our cut and emboss machine. Do you guys do a lot of huffing when you stamp? Okay, so let's take our cut and emboss machine. Everybody needs a cut and emboss machine. If you don't have one, you need one, that's for sure. Okay. Where's my platforms? Okay. This. I am also going to check. Today's Tuesday, so in the Stampin' Up world, as a demonstrator, every Tuesday they usually do an announcement. But since I've been so busy traveling for work, I didn't read what the announcement was today. So I'm going to check because I feel like there might be an announcement coming that I want to tell you about. Okay, so I'm going to just take that layer and cut a window. Okay, so basically I'm cutting a window in the layer like that. Whoops, like that. Okay, and then where is my, my thistle plant? Let's cut that out. Let me get the coordinating dies. These Thoughtful Journey coordinating dies are really, there's a lot of them here. Okay, oh, this is like this one's been really popular. Okay, so where's our die cut for our thistle? I think it's this one. Okay. I'm trying to line it up the best I can. Of course, if it's not perfect, it's not the end of the world. It's handmade. Okay, I hope I did okay. It's always worse when you're doing it on the camera, of course. So I haven't even gotten to the product of the month yet, but I'm going to be using the butterfly accents as sort of a accent to the card, and I'm going to be using our little thistle plant as an accent to the card as well. Okay, so I think we can move our cut and emboss machine out of the way, but look at all these amazing dies that come in the set. Okay, let me put these markers away. Let's take some gorgeous scenery here. There's so many different ones. I don't know, which one should I pick? Let's look and see. I'm going to take it all out and see what we got here. I don't know. Let's keep looking. Wow, there's a lot of different designs. This is really nice. But I think I'm using more Petunia Pop. You know me, how I love the purples. This one's really nice. Maybe we'll use this one. Okay. Might be a bit different. Let's see what else have we got. Oh, no, look at this one. No, let's use this one. Okay. You can tell I love Stampin' Up product. Like, oh my gosh. That's why I became a demonstrator, because I am in love with the product. Oh, these, let me see. What have we got here? This is nice too, but okay. Let's put this away. I don't even know if this paper, it was a hot hit. I knew that's why I had to show it to you on May the 1st, because I think it sold out pretty fast. It might be back in stock now. We can check. Okay. Let me finish the card, but I wanted to also double check the announcements later. But see, I wanted to kind of peek out something like that. I don't know which part I want to include. This is nice. Okay. We got to just wing it. Sometimes we got to just make a decision and go for it. So let's go for it. How big is our window? Let's see. Our window is over 2 inches. So we're going to have to do like 2.5 inches kind of thing. No, I'm going to cut it at 3. And then I'm going to cut some of this off since we don't see it anyway. And okay, so this will be our scenery that will peek out from behind. Can you see that? Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so before I stick that back there, it just looks too white and too stark here. So I am going to do a little bit of sponging. I could do it right on my glass mat, but I'm going to use this old grid paper that I have. And let's do some sponging here. We're going to use Petunia Pop. And we'll just add a little bit of color because it's a little too stark for me, this white. Oh, my pad is very juicy. Okay, good thing. So that's what I often do. Like if I'm doing any sponging or blending, I go off on the paper first because sometimes it can be really intense if your ink pad is very juicy. Okay, so you see how I'm just adding a little bit of extra color here so it's not quite so stark white. And the Petunia Pop, I'm just picking it up from, I know that this paper uses the Petunia Pop, so I wanted to have some of that color on it as well. Okay. Yeah, this card, it's the last one of the month, so I had to do a few other things. I haven't even gotten to the butterflies yet, but since this is such a nature scene, I thought the butterflies would work really nicely with it. There we go. Okay, here we go. Now I think, see, just adding that little sponging around it, blending around it really helps. But I also felt like it needed a bit of a border, and I didn't quite know how to do that. So I just took a Lost Lagoon marker, and then I just tried to add a little bit of an edge. Can you see that? So I just have the grid paper underneath, but it just gives a tiny bit of a border edge. And again, it's handmade. It doesn't have to be perfect, so it can be thicker or thinner. It doesn't matter. Okay, but I felt it helped to stabilize it a little bit. And then I'm just adding a bit of a border. You don't have to do this step if you're following along at home, or those of you who got your free packet in the mail. I'm picking Lost Lagoon because I know it was one of the colors included in the DSP. Okay. Okay, so it's just getting the tiniest edge of Lost Lagoon on there. And I felt that it really helped to even showcase the paper even more. Okay, instead of just not having that little border. It's very fine. It's very fine, but can you guys see it? It just adds a little something. Hi, good morning, Karen. Okay, so we'll put that there. Now I think we can glue this on. Seal adhesive. I know some people have trouble with the seal adhesive. It is my favorite now, but it's all in the wrist. It's all in how you use it. So if you have trouble using seal adhesive, then pick one of our other adhesives, but it is my favorite. Okay, I should have probably cut that a little. Okay, there we go. There's our little window. We can pop it up on our card base. Oh, I should have. This little piece sticking out is going to bug me. Okay. Let's pop it up with some dimensionals, I think. Do I have any dimensionals here? I don't know what this is. This is the edge of my mini dimensionals, but that's fine. Stick that on. Thank you. Well, Layla does really fancy cards. You may have seen I posted one of her cards. Oh, maybe it was in the Team Stick group I posted it. She loves lots of layers and lots of colors. And what I'm going to do on this side. Okay, so this is more of a Layla card. I know Sweet and Simple is not really her thing. We have so many talented people on Team Stick. Okay, and so let's finish it off. Where's our beautiful thistle? I'm just going to put this over here. I think that's nice. Let's add some dimensionals on the back. Pop that up a bit. Okay, and let's get our pretty butterfly. Okay, this is one of the, so the butterfly accents, there's all different shapes and sizes of butterflies. So I'm using this one that's kind of flying in the air. Oh, Lisa's asking about my team, why I call it Team Stick. Well, it's STIC. So it's an acronym. I mean, I did it so many years ago, but the idea is that it's an acronym for what we do as a team. So S stands for stamping, T stands for like techniques, I stands for inspiration, and C stands for community or connection. And so those are the things that we kind of do together. We learn new techniques, we connect, we stamp, we inspire each other. So that's what STICK stands for. And so then, I mean, I hadn't intended to be a demonstrator for over 16 years, but it kind of happened. So I thought it was just going to be, I didn't think that hard about a team name. I probably should have. But so now it's kind of stuck for a while. Maybe it's too hard to put dimensionals on the back of the butterfly. I might just have to glue it. It's too hard. Let's use a little bit of fine tip liquid glue. Oops. Let's see if we can get that out. The fine tip it's got a really super fine tip there. And we'll add that butterfly. And then I like to put a sentiment if I can. Let me just use this fine tip glue. It's great for really, really detailed things. But this glue, it really only works for paper. You can't, it's not that sticky for other things, but it works for paper really well. So it was perfect for this project. Okay, so let's grab our little butterfly here. There we go. Okay, so we've got our butterfly kind of coming into our little thistle plant. We've got this pretty background, so we just need a little sentiment. Let's just take a scrap of paper, and then I'm going to go with the Lost Lagoon because I know there's a little bit of Lost Lagoon in there. And we'll use one of our sentiments here. Let's do the Missing You and finish it off. And we'll need some gems, of course. We need some bling bling. Okay, so for those of you who are not demonstrators, I would love to have you join my Team Stick team. Especially with the special offer we've got on now where you get the in-color, 4 different in-color products included. Stampin' Up! Is always looking for ways to grow their community because we know that we've got something great. Why should we keep it to ourselves? We should be sharing it. So, okay, let's put these little dimensionals on. Peel off the backing. And tell me what you think about our finished card here. Okay, let's put some bling bling. It needs a little bling bling. Something really different, right? Okay, let's see. Which bling bling should we put? I don't know. I don't even know what's current anymore. I really need to clean out my stash of things. I'm hoping these are still available. They're iridescent foil gems. I think that will be very elegant to add to our card. A little bling bling never hurt anyone there. So let's. There we go. Yes, that DSP. Let's check if it's available. And then just let me check the demonstrator side to see what the updates are because I have a feeling there might be something I want to tell you guys. Hang on. Let me check let's go to the Stampin' Up! Store first of all. Actually, give me 1 minute. I feel like there's an announcement I need to tell you, but I can't say anything until I know it's officially been announced. So, because we're at the end of the month, Stampin' Up! May be announcing what next month's offer is. Yes. Okay. It has been announced. Okay. I'm going to tell you what is happening. Okay. So good. Oh, I'm glad you liked the card. Okay. So I'm glad I didn't end this live without checking if I'm allowed to tell you. There's actually been announced a special that's going to start June the 5th. So we're a few days away from the special so what we want to focus on in May is the joining special to join the Stampin' Up! Community and join my team, the Team Stick Stampers. That is going to end May 31st. No ands, ifs, or buts. So make sure you get that all sorted out if you'd like to join my team before the end of the month. It's really easy to join. Just use the link in my description and it should walk you through. It does help if you go to the online store first, browse about what you want, make your list of the numbers, and then when you go choose your kit, then you've got everything. Okay, but let me go over here and show you how that works. Okay, let's see. Let me see whether I can screen share. Okay, so are you waiting in anticipation for the announcement? Okay, so the announcement is starting on June the 5th. So this is the special. Basically, when you're ready to join, you just click join. Make sure that you join with me. Look, there's all these things. Okay, anyway, they changed the landing page. It looks really good. Okay, let's check. Let's check. Haha, I'm going to keep you in suspense longer. I want to check if that thoughtful journey paper is out of stock or available. Da-da-da. Oh, it's low inventory, people. Okay, it was unavailable, but now it is low inventory. Okay, it looks like if you want to get the whole suite, you can't right now because the gems, I think, are out of stock, but the paper is low inventory. Do not wait. Go ahead and shop. Remember to use my host code. Is my host code on the screen? Yeah, remember to use my host code because then when your order is $60 or more, you will get a free class in the mail next month. Okay, so the special starting on June the 5th. I don't have any graphics to show you because it doesn't start till June the 5th. You will get 10% off all Stampin' Die bundles. Okay, does that make sense? So anything that is already a bundle price, and so how you can find that is if you go, maybe I need to screen share again. Let's screen share. So this is so you can get yourself ready, start your list getting ready because I want you on June the 5th to take advantage of that. So the best deal really is if you join as a demonstrator this month and then take advantage of the special next month, which is 10% off Stampin' Die bundles. So some of you might be like, well, when you get a bundle, it's already 10% off. That is true. But then they will be giving an additional 10% off those products that are already at bundle pricing. So how you're going to know which ones are on sale is if you go to the online store here, make sure you've got my name there in the corner. And then what you can do is you can look at shop products, bundled savings, stamp and die bundles. Okay, so it will list the Stampin' Die bundles. As you can see, there's already bundled savings. Starting on June the 5th, there will be an additional 10% discount. Okay, so that's the special starting in June. I'm giving you a little heads up about it so that you are not surprised and you can start getting your list ready. And in addition, just to make this promotion in June work, if you don't have a cut and emboss machine yet, then you can purchase one you can purchase it anytime. You can get it, anytime. But on June the 5th, they are also putting the cut and emboss machine on special for 10%. Okay, off. So that's what's coming next month, but I've given you the lowdown for this month, and you can see all month long how we focused on the paper butterfly accents. Here, there you go. Maybe that's a little bigger for you to see. So you can see all the cards that we did this month. Okay, so those butterfly accents are a must add to your order. Let me know if you have any questions. I am happy to help. And don't forget, I would love your support for our card making fundraiser. So all the details should be in the description. You can come out in person to Markham and enjoy supper and stamping with us, or you can take a kit to go at the price listed in my supper and stamping registration form. Okay, thanks so much for joining me this week. And I think next week we'll have a brand new product of the month to showcase and share. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.